Time is money, friend.
Try to ignore the firm, feathery behinds of the harpies. Oh, those creatures really are quite deadly. I'm Reslak, one of Gazlo's boys. Boss sent me here to help the orcs here in Durotar. Things had been going good, except for the caravans. Can't manage to keep them safe. Makes my job a little harder, you know. The last shipment, which they promised would get through, was snatched by the Dustwind Harpies of, where was it? Razorwind Canyon. I gotta have those supplies. Follow the big canyon to the south. You'll find the ravine cut right into the west and east sides of the walls.
Keep it real.
And Gazlo told me once, Reslak, there's one thing you need to know in life, and that's, if you want something done, well, do it yourself. I can't deal with losing all the caravans, so I'm just gonna take matters into my own hands. Harpies plaguing our supply routes. If we kill the harpies, the caravans are safe. Of course, there was one thing that Gazlo taught me, and that's, you can get anything done for a price. You in, Karima? Good. I recommend starting at the canyon to the east. That way we can claim credit for your work that I said I would do. Alright.
Yo!
Try to ignore the firm, feathery behinds of the, oh, you already talked to me. Well, I'm great at what I do. Don't get me wrong, but this is ridiculous. What am I supposed to do? Build sandcastles? I got your sacks of supplies. That's what you asked for. Hey! Now, isn't that just the thing? You got our supplies back for us. That's great. I'll be able to get back to work just as soon as I can. Find someone to haul these sacks for me.
Have a good one.
I think I can breathe easy now, knowing that the harpies won't be bothering our supply caravans anymore. Not one moment too soon, either. I hear I'm being sent some fun little toys with the next shipment. You're pretty good at what you do, Karima. You ought to track down my boss in Ratchet. I'll bet he could find some work for you. Oh, and don't worry. I wouldn't forget to pay you for the service you provided me. I mean, okay.
Keep it real.
Thanks. Gore the Enforcer.
Oh, look da, soldier. You're the one who handled the burning blade to the south? Oh, I got ears in all kinds of places, my girl, and word travels fast. The flood to the southwest wiped out one of the few burning blade camps that still pockmarked Durotar. This one was led by a goblin named Fizzle Darkclaw, and believe me, we're better off without him. Darkclaw, however, did possess an orb that the Horde is interested in procuring. Who knows why? I leave that to the warlocks. All I know is I need that orb.
Go forth to victory.
Loktar, soldier. Our army needs water, and luckily, elements gave us plenty of that when the cataclysm hit. The water that filled up the canyon to the southwest should do the trick. Unfortunately, the corpses of the thunder lizards still sit at the bottom of the canyon, and their electrical discharges are a bit too dangerous. I've got grunts that can lift them out of the water, but we need someone agile enough to attach the other end of the rope. Are you my woman, Karima?
Strength.
I think so.
Strength and honor.
My associate here has some plans for you that I don't agree with. His actions are hasty, uncontrolled, and irresponsible, and you may end up paying for them with your life. Before you work with Gore, first listen to the tale I would have to tell. It's a moralistic story, a fable, but I believe its lesson will prove valuable. Speak to me when you are ready.
Strength.
Things used to be so much better. What happened to
Farewell.
us? One day the wolf was very hungry, so he ran east to look for food. The moral of the story: hasty, lazy actions have ruinous results. We mustn't take shortcuts. We must do each quest 2 times, back to back, for no good reason. And we must work for our rewards. I've been trying to tell this story to the Enforcer, but I fear his Hellscream-worshipping skull is a little bit too thick.
Strength.
Maybe you just didn't want to do your quest twice.
Strength and honor.
Oh, ignore the shaman, soldier. Certain powers that be within the Horde demand I keep him with me. But I assure you, that thrall-loving Farseer truly sees no further than the borders of this hut. Elementals war against one another to the west of here. I normally wouldn't mind, but I need that land clear to secure a border shipping route to and from the Barrens. The Elementals are normally quite strong, but they are weakened by their attacks against one another. Use this knowledge to destroy
For the Horde.
Fizzle Darkclaw. Hey, buddy. Oh, man. You got me. Fizzle's body bobs lifelessly. His orb clutched tightly in his right hand. You grab at the orb, but Fizzle's hand clutches around it even tighter. The orb glows slightly. Give up. This is too scary. I attempted to just keep grabbing.
Sug.
Oh, run into any trouble on the way?
No, dead guy's a coward.
Oh, I asked for an orb and you bring half the goblin's arm with you. I like the way you work. Tell you what, you've already given me a hand. Allow me to return the favor. One of our more useful shamans, Margos, as opposed to this shin over here that sucks, maybe he can hear me. He knows more of the Burning Blade's corruption. He speaks of a cave called Skull Rock in the mountains, just outside Orgrimmar, that shelters a large band of Burning Blade cultists. Before you go to Skull Rock, speak with Margos. He is wise and his counsel is valued, as opposed to Shin's, whose counsel is not at all valued. He is camped to the southeast, between the coast and Dry Gulch Ravine. Follow his advice, but whatever Margos says, Karima, I still want you to crush those cultists. So if his advice is to not crush them, don't follow that.
Dabu.
The electricity was only one of the dangers. If those carcasses rot too long under the water, the entire water source will become undrinkable. Well done, warrior.
With honor.
See, the shaman's tales, this shaman, nothing but that youngling's bedtime stories. The new horde takes what it wants and doesn't waste time with such frivolity. If you get a chance, I recommend you tell Shin, maybe he can hear us, that those like him are not to waste any more of your time.
Strength.
Looks like your services are being requested elsewhere. Agdor Bloodfest is looking for recruits to assist the Horde's ventures in Ishara, north of Orgrimmar. I am sure you still have work to do here in Durotar, and I understand that they'll shortly be asking for your help in the Barrens. What's that? They already are? I wouldn't be going anywhere yet if I were you, but if you're itching for some manifest destiny, Ashara awaits.
Go with honor.
Oh, welcome, Karima. Word reached me of your coming and of your exploits in Durotar this day. You are a warrior of growing skill and renown. Stay on the pure path and your future will be great indeed. Karima, the Burning Blade has infested the cave east of Orgrimmar known as Skull Rock. Inside that cave, they perform vile rituals and burn their own flesh with Searing Collars. By wearing these collars, I believe the cultists attune themselves to demonic power. But to confirm this, I must have a collection of these collars to study. Maybe wear for fun? Asking for a friend. Don't make it weird. Go to Skull Rock and gather Searing Collars from the cultists you find there. Bring them to me and I will uncover their secrets.
Thrall Hall.
You, Orc, stop a minute. My boss Spiketooth sent me to look for help and supplies, so I walked here and I paced and paced. You don't appear to be a merchant, but you can probably still help him out, because I clearly don't feel like it. He's just to the southeast of here, next to the crashed cart. Oh, and tell him I sent you. I get like a referral bonus. I just want to make sure that he knows I'm not slacking off over here, walking back and forth in the midday sun for no
May your
reason.
blades never dull.
How long have you been walking like that? You could have helped him by now. These guys seem the most dangerous. We're gonna do that last. And then I don't know how many of these quests I can still... Like, total quests that can be done in this zone is 70, but I wonder how many of those are other timelines. This zone in particular is gonna be really tough.
Zug.
Vegnar sent you.
without telling you that I need wagon wheels, nails, and rations. That idiot. Probably walking around in the midday sun instead of staying in the shade.
Victory!
Yeah, he is. How did you know? I own a couple of gladiators that I put into competitions around Kalimdor. You can see most of them chained up around here. We were lucky to rein these ones after the cart broke down. Gislania, that Naga over there, she's lost her last 3 fights. She could use a tune-up, or maybe just a little bit of a thrashing. Go, challenge her. I'll bet even you are stronger than she is. And Griswold, chained up over there on the cliffs. He's my newest gladiator. We found him just south of here, sniffing around with Northwatch soldiers. I had my men nab him up, and now he works for me by being chained on cliffs. He looks tough enough, but he hasn't really been battle-tested. Go, pick a fight with him so I can see if he's worth keeping around.
For the Horde!
Now, I wouldn't normally keep a Tonka as a captive due to their close relationship with the Horde and all, but this one is a traitor, and a criminal to boot. Exiled by his own tribe, he canoed down the Ashara and was found stealing supplies from Valarmok. He would have been put to the axe had I not been standing by, wallet in hand. Gar is my winningest gladiator warrior. I'll bet you a fistful of silver you can't beat him.
Farewell!
3 gold. That's monstrous payout. I'm ready. I feel like we should start with the weakest. Grislana here. Grislana hasn't won in 3 fights. I mean, how dangerous could she be? What do you want, Orc? I'm here to challenge you. Okay. No more small talk. Game on. Ooh, that chain lightning. How about no? How about a whole bag of no? Thank you for offering that. What's this? Overpower. Nice. I'll do it. Oh, you already died. Okay. Well, that's over. He took a canoe from Northrend to Kalimdor. That would have taken, like at least 8 minutes. That's a long way to go.
Any friend agreeing is a friend of mine.
And that is where my friendships stop. What's the matter, chum? Never seen a Worgen before?
I'm here to challenge you in
Keep your
combat.
chin up, eh?
Okay. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Executed. Hi. Alright, so far you're not scaring me. This is your biggest, baddest guy here. Aha, snuck up behind you.
Do I frighten you, Orc?
No. No. So far, everything's been not a big deal at all. How about an overpower? How about an execute? Woo! Big boy! Look at you. Huh? Yeah, you're probably about to smack me much harder. Alright.
Thrallhal!
I watched you out there. How long you been a warrior? You're alright, kid.
Strength!
And I'm at a crossroads now, Kirima. You defeated him easily in combat, but then again, I did get him for free. And he's pretty cheap to feed, and maybe I'll keep him around for a bit.
Dabu!
Fine. Here's the money. But you better make yourself scarce before I reconsider my policy on keeping Horde slaves.
For the Horde!
Can I fight you? I want to fight you. No? A literal slave driver and I can't fight them?
Mukra.
Oh, have you entered Skull Rock, Karima? Do you have the Searing Collars? Good. Hiding within these collars is the secret behind the Burning Blade, and I will uncover that secret. The Searing Collars you brought me are powerful demonic implements. Divining their origin is, I'm afraid, beyond my skills. As a shaman, we will need a warlock to study them. Take a Searing Collar to Arnok Fireblade. Although he is a skilled warlock, yes, he professes to use his powers to thwart demons, and claim his research in the occult is benign. Be that true or false, we may need his aid against the demonic cult in Durotar. You may find Arnok in Orgrimmar in the Cleft of Shadow.
For the Horde.
Is the Burning Blade RFC? I think that's it, guys. I think that's all the quests in Durotar. So now, is RFC how this ends? Hey, buddy. How are you? You look shady.
Mukra.
Yes, my most humble greetings, warrior. How might I help my orc sister today? Ah, where did you get this? Good Margot sent you to me, did he? Well, let me take a closer look. Since the last Great War, when the Burning Legion was defeated, I have searched for sources of demonic corruption in Orc society. The collar you brought me confirms my fears. It belongs to the Burning Blade. Your role in this tale is nearly complete, Karima. Go to Farwatch Post, on the border of Barrens to the west, and speak with my assistant, Ok Zaloth. Pass on to him this information.
Victory.
Oh. Is this not how I go to RFC? Maybe I wasn't supposed to be high enough level to go to RFC without going to the Barrens first. Okay, so that's 2 people that want me to go to Barrens and 1 to go to Ashara. I do think this is a Barrens character. I think I'll probably do Trolls as sending them north to Ashara. Okay, RFC's level 15. Oh, and I would not be supposed to be level 15. I would need to go to Barrens for that. Okay. Fascinating. So this character's next journey would be to the Barrens.